So I'm going to cover three things, but number one is certainly Google LSA ads. These stand for local services ads, and they are very, very good for HVAC, any home service business, because it's a pay per lead model, which gets away from the Google ads, which you pay per click. And if you're in a competitive area, like I'm assuming if you watch this, you're in a competitive area, the cost per click can get pretty out of whack, upwards of $120 per click and things like that. So ideally, you don't want to get to that point, and this allows you to sidestep that. And it's a lot more conducive with your business because, it shows reviews, it gets pictures of, you and whoever else is a part of your team and whatnot, and it showcases what you do. But you're not the only ones doing it. I mean, you have to rank it as well because there's plenty of other businesses who are trying to get in those top two spots, like how the search results come up. But yeah, having things like reviews done and services, we do HVAC, we do AC, we do heating, blah, 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 is going to really help your HVAC business. And number two is just the classic Google business profile, which is correlated to this Google ad here. But this is not paid at all. This is all based on merit, basically. So the idea is if you have a reputable business that can be showcased on Google, so you get rewarded for being, a reputable HVAC business. And that comes through like doing reviews. Right here, you'll see, reviews are a big factor. Images are a big factor. It's all a big factor, basically, but there's many, many different things that go into ranking this. But that leads me to, I'm talking about these top three spots with these next metrics. And that is these top three Google business spots get around 44% of all the clicks. So that's including the ads, that's including everything, which is a very significant part of the clicks. And that means everybody else is fighting over pennies, if you're below those top three spots. And ranking for those is based on keyword, as I kind of mentioned but that first spot, if you know anything about ads, 17.6% click-through rate is very good, and it's merit-based. And these you can see the others as well, but these are very good metrics essentially. And you're going to get more visibility as a business, you're going to get more calls. And if you want to be booked out and have the problem of having too many calls to service, this is a great actually place to start with both LSA and organic Google business profile. You're going to get high intent people, you're going to get more conversions. It's just better overall. There's really no downside to ranking better. And third is LLMs, otherwise known as AIs, or ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Google's AI overviews, which is what I was using right here, and Grok and whatnot. But this is going in 2026 going to be a huge factor. Those are still going to be a big factor, mainly because the market is, gonna take a long time to change over. But the shift is going from Google's stuff to basically AIs, and you want to show up as a business that is being prioritized by AI. It's kind of like how Google is, but now in a different light, basically. So this is a platform I use to, do this for my own clients. And as we go into 2026, I'm going to be doubling down on this, as any, business who wants to succeed in 2026 should be doing too, and beyond 2026, for things like ChatGPT and whatnot. And what we're going to look at is, topics and queries. These are the actual things that are being searched. So, you get volumes, that you're going to get metrics in here for queries. So these would be like a keyword, but this is being put into AIs. And if you can show up in there as a business and get recommended by AI, you're going to do very, very well going into 2026 and beyond.